Good morning from Disneyland Paris. From Disneyland Paris, Alex, my husband, and I here wanted to take you along for a fun day at one of our favorite places in the world, Alex's favorite park in the world. And I wanted to share with you the top 10 ways that you can most connect with your childlike self, your childlike sense of awe and wonder and joy to help you feel alive in life. Think of this video as a fun, helpful blog and with beautiful sights along the way. Before we get started with today's video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and head over to Instagram where you can follow me at Ms. Helena Woods. I post updates every day there on my Instagram stories. All right, let's get into the vlog. Allow yourself to let loose and dance when music comes on. Alex knows I will always pull him in the middle of a slow dance in the middle of a French square or anywhere in public. I will just pull him in and start slow dancing with him in public. He used to get really embarrassed by it, but it's like life is so short. You might as well enjoy those simple moments of waiting in line or waiting for a train or waiting for something. Might as well dance and make use of the music or make use of the time that you have in life. And here's another tip. Learn to laugh at yourself. I'm always making fun of myself. I take my work really seriously, but I do not take myself seriously. My husband always makes fun of me, and I always openly laugh and yes, I'm so silly. Because when you take yourself so seriously, it just sucks the joy and the fun and the humor and the silliness out of life. But when you can allow yourself to make fun of yourself and not take yourself so seriously, life just feels so much lighter. The next time that someone you know, your partner or a family member, or you do something silly like you mispronounce your words, or you're clumsy, or you just ask a dumb question, allow yourself to love on yourself regardless of how silly or stupid your questions may be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I got popcorn in my bag. Oops. Oops. Babe.
It's Helena Woods.
I got a Jiminy Cricket to go on my shoulder. I love Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket was one of my favorite characters as a kid. I watched Pinocchio over and over and over again because I had it on VHS. And Jiminy was always like one of my favorite characters. I just love the story of Pinocchio and how he has a conscience and who tries to help him, and his intuition, his inner voice, how It's like Jiminy Cricket is the intuition. And it's like, hey, why don't we do this instead? I just love it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. You can get Stitch. You can get Chip and Dale.
One of the ways that I personally find I'm most connected to my sense of aliveness is by wearing whatever makes me happy. A lot of people think that when you grow up you need to stop wearing colorful dresses or feminine clothing or lots of accessories or funky hats or funny shoes or weird eccentric socks. Some of the people that I know that are most happy in their lives, they're in their 70s and they're wearing head to toe pink, okay? I know women in their 60s and 70s that are wearing whatever it is that makes them feel fabulous, and they're not giving themselves these ideas, and they're not telling themselves that they can't wear something anymore because they're a certain age. They're not telling themselves that you have to be a certain age in order to wear the things that make you happy. So connect with that sense of aliveness by wearing what makes you come alive and not giving any excuses for it. No excuses here. One of the ways that I love to be childlike and connect with my sense of aliveness and zest for living. Remember that you can be childlike without being childish. A lot of people confuse the two, but you don't have to be immature or childish to remain childlike at heart and always connected to that youthful side to yourself. Walt Disney was famous for saying, if you can dream it, you can do it. And what if you could imagine what could be? Anne of Green Gables, one of my favorite books, Anne Shirley, the main character in Anne of Green Gables, talks about how imagining what something could be. To connect more with our childlike selves, we need to be able to open up and tap into our imagination and what is possible, the potential of something and what could be, rather than being stuck in the humdrum day-to-day reality of what is. This doesn't mean that we're not present, but that we're also aiming for something higher and more magical and colorful. This one may seem kind of silly, but I recently read an article that talked about how when you're in stressful situations where there's a lot of anxiety or just overwhelm, one of the things that you can do to automatically calm yourself down, aside from connecting with the sensory experience of life, sight, smell, but thinking about your favorite food. I know this is kind of random, but thinking about your favorite food, imagining your favorite dish, your favorite restaurant, your go-to place, that can literally, just thinking about that, imagining that can immediately calm you down and bring you back into your body. Here, I'll try it for you. Eggplant parm.
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand.
One of the greatest ways that you can connect with your childlike self is not deny something fun. Here's an example. Back when I was an actress, back in the day, I did theater and performing, right? And I did a lot of improv. I loved improvisation, and I studied at UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade, for any actors out there. And one of the things we learned in improv classes is that if someone brings up an idea, you have to go along with it. You can't say, no, that's not realistic, or no, that wouldn't happen, that's not real, or like, you can't deny it. You have to go with it and add to it. So it's like if someone said like, oh gosh, look at this spooky haunted mansion, this haunted house, you wouldn't be able to say, yeah, but it's not real or it's unrealistic, because that takes the fun out of it. That takes the joy of the storytelling aspect of it, right? And I think one of the things that kids are so great at is storytelling and being able to play and do funny voices and gags and immerse themselves into stories, storytelling, characters, being in a cool environment. That's partly why my husband and I, we love movies and we love theater and we love video games, because we love the immersion of storytelling. Hi! That's one of the ways that you can feel more alive and more connected to your childlike state of wonder, is to be open-minded, get curious, and stop denying fun. Stop being critical of what could be really fun through immersion or storytelling or make-believe or funny, silly games that seem stupid but are actually a lot of fun. So don't deny it, just go along with it. That's another tip for you.
That's a beautiful presentation, isn't it?
What did you get, hun?
Some sort of fish, white fish called turbot, with asparagus, cabbage, and then cheesy mashed potatoes.
Oh, you got mashed potatoes too! I might want
Or
some
maybe
of
that's
that.
yours.
I might want some of that.
So cute!